Where's my phone?
Yo, we live. We live.
I'm trying to do something.
Let's get it. All right. What's good, Ma?
What's going on, brother? How you doing?
Man, busy. How about yourself, man?
Yeah, it's that time of the year where anniversaries is up, vacations is up. This is the time we take most of our vacations and shit. So, hey, it is what it is, man.
What does that mean? Anniversary is up. What does that mean?
No, this the month of my anniversary, my wedding anniversary. The first, just me and my wife's all our anniversaries like in this month. So we go out of the country, we take our vacations and stuff like that. We do it to enjoy each other. We help and enjoy so much other people. It's time for me and her to enjoy each other.
Well, if you don't want to give details, that's fine. But what are y'all doing?
Oh, we're going to Jamaica.
A word?
Yeah, we're going back to Jamaica again.
Again, so, I didn't know y'all went before.
We went last year.
Desiree, what's good? Home slice.
Hey, how you doing, Desiree? So yeah, we going to Jamaica, and then I'm going to. We'll be going somewhere next week too. So it's just a lot of shit going on. Son going back to school shopping, trying to get that stuff going. So it's like, nigga, I'm a dad, I'm a husband, I'm a family man.
Yeah.
Like, oh, fuck all that other shit. What people think and what they think we might do, but we're a family man at the end of the day. And even though we try to spend most of our time and try to how you say it, try to give everybody our time and try to even spend time with, get some time alone and in with you and all this other stuff, you still a family man at the end of the day. That's what Jay every day doing right now. He a family, he a dad. He a husband. He a dad and a husband first. So I don't know, like, I don't know how I'm trying to phrase it, but it's like, that's what we do. Like, we're not out here in the streets. We're not out here doing no crazy bad shit. We're a family man. We go to work every day. We are head of households. We're head of families. So you got to make sure that's good regardless. You feel me? I can't hear you now. Yeah, you went down. You went out. I don't know what happened. I can't hear you. Cut your mic on and cut it back off or something. I can't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Yeah, there you go.
All right. Listen, hey, everybody, we are constituents of the No Key Podcast. We are building a plane as we fly it. We're building a plane as we fly it because this is, as y'all know,
I think that's a bad analogy.
Yeah.
Because, nigga, if we don't build it right, we'll die. So use a better analogy. Say a train or a car. Don't say a plane. A plane is like, nigga, once we get in the air, we too far in the ground. It ain't no coming back from that. I don't know. That's a bad analogy.
I'm just saying.
I understand the analogy, but when you think about it, that's not the worst one you can think of.
That's the best one. How? That's the one that fits.
How? Because once you get in the air, okay, say for instance, okay, we didn't get off the ground this time. We was cool. Say we get off the ground 11,000 feet or some shit like that. Nigga, we fall out the sky, it's a wrap.
Oh my God. Okay. We're driving the car as we drive it?
We building the car as we drive it?
Building, okay, whatever the case.
Yeah, just don't use plane. Plane is kind of crazy.
Yeah, this is something that we haven't done yet. This is something haven't done yet. And we're exploring things to try to figure out how we can make things work because as Maul just expressed, he has a family, he has a whole lot of things going on. Jay every day is going to be here because he has a lot of things going on, probably traveling the world as he always does. Yeah, that's so we're trying to figure out things to make things work so we can keep this things going. Desiree says, Spacious, you got a real 10. Let me see them hands. You can't see it. I don't know.
How you do that? How you make your background blurry like that?
It's in the settings, in your camera settings.
Because I could have stayed where I was at if I did that. I'd have been at my desk. I wonder what it's called. Oh, vision effect?
I don't know. I honestly was clicking around with things.
Hey, there you go.
Be humble said drop that link. I'll see how I can figure it out. Because be honest, I'm still working it out. Be humble. I'm still working it out.
I like that one better. Yeah, I got some money. You got money out here, B. Hell yeah. You see the motherfucking piano. Hell yeah. 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 That's where I'm at. Yeah. I'm in my cabin right now. Oh, yeah.
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 Jerry Day, what's good, bro? I'm so glad you could join the live.
Jerry Day, what's going on? My guy, my nigga, my brother, what's going on?
The local philosopher. All right, we're gonna get into it. All right. We may not be before you. Actually, I'll say that afterwards. Welcome to another episode of the No Key Podcast, your favorite after church podcast. I'm your homie Spaces.
Hey, I go by your boy Maul.
And Jerry Day is our third cohort. Third, what does he say? Third illustrious co-host. And he can be here today. And we greatly appreciate him for being in the chat. And we just he said, I'm Jay every day. Yeah, man, we're gonna figure it out, man. We working through it and just trying to make different things work today. Maul, your last week, bro. How was your last week?
Last week. Man, that shit was kind of a blur. I ain't gonna even lie to you. Like my background, that shit was a blur. Like your background. I don't really remember. I know I had a bunch of conversations with some people. I got a couple of questions or whatever, and I wish Jerry Day could be here because I want to get his opinion too.
Me too.
Because I had a couple of questions. The questions I put in the group chat, I really wanted to ask because I'm going through that right now, and shit. I guess he can probably call in or something if he could or whatever. Oh yeah, but you ain't got your phone hooked up. So
I got my phone right here.
But you can hook it up to the thing though. Would he be able to hear?
I would just have to probably put it on speakerphone.
Oh, okay. But now, so yeah, just going through some things. We on some grown man shit now. Me and Jerry Day had some good talks, some grown man talks. We on some grown man things. Shit come when it comes. One of my OGs, he had a birthday, man. He really inspired me. Whatnot. Went to his house, smoked some cigars with him. Had OG Tone. Tone had a birthday. Happy birthday, OG Tone.
Happy birthday.
Yeah, he had a birthday. We was over there chilling with all the grown men and stuff like that. I did that. What else did I do? Damn near every weekend, usually it's on a Saturday, Sunday, or Monday. Me and my family been going for goddamn thank you, say that. Me and my family, we've been going to for Italian ices. We do this like every either Sunday or Monday. We go get some Italian ices at Mario's on Taylor downtown. I know not downtown, just in the UIC neighborhood. And me and my family, we do that on the thing. We go drive, get them a truck. We go drive down there. We go get some Italian ices. We sit down there, we talk. And speaking of that, got a little quick question in my little whichever. Then we'll let Spaces go. But I'm in the car. My wife and my son out there getting the Italian ices. I'm on my phone, but I'm still paying attention to where they at. I always make sure I got them at eye contact and reachability of just in case anything happened. I need to get over there real quick. I already got them in my, I'm a protector before anything. So it was a little crazy dude. I don't know if he had mental illness or whatnot or what he had. But he was going around. He wasn't bothering nobody at first. It was just cool. He was just doing whatever he was doing. So my wife, they get their Italian ice. They bring it in the car. We sit in the car. We start eating it. Yo, be humble. What's going on? We start eating it before we take off and we go. So the crazy man started working his way toward where everybody is in their families. So I'm in the car with my family. Hey, be humble. Hey, man, I think Be Humble know us for real, bro. Because he's like the first one, only one in all the chats and everything. Man, drop that link, space. Yeah, but put Be Humble on. Tell him drop the link to Be Humble. Let Be Humble come on and we can conversate with him. If you want to. Maybe next time.
If he pull up,
yeah. So she said it's hanging. Dog, these comments is killing me, bro. And your mic keep going out too. Your mic went out again. So The crazy man is now over there with the families, and he's doing like crazy wild shit. He take the napkins, he throw them all on the floor, he take the whole thing. He just wilding. He didn't try to go inside the Mario's to grab the register. I think he just wilding, right? So I'm looking to my wife. I'm like, bro, ain't that dude over there with their kids? Why ain't none of them stepped in and like, hey, chill out, blah blah blah. She say, maybe they scared, maybe they don't want to get involved. And I'm like, what you mean? Your family is over there. You got to get involved. Something can happen, something can go wrong. So me and her start talking, and I'm like, bro, that couldn't have happened. Why? Like, if y'all in the car, so I can't get out and leave y'all to go to danger now. But if y'all were out there, I'm stepping out. You feel me? So, and I'm like, you got to. He had to chill. So what I was saying to him is, was I wrong for saying that? If your family is over there and you was one of the guys that was standing there, you should have stepped in and told him to like chill. Like, what the fuck is going on?
I think those types of things are really. I was actually. It's crazy that you mentioned that right now, because you can hear me, right?
I hear you. I hear you. Cool.
I think that's up to individual discretion. I think, and I actually think you said this before, because in one hand, it's like I'm a person is like perfect example. That Montgomery brawl or Alabama brawl that popped off with the in my mind, I'm like, man, I wouldn't necessarily want to fight for Buddy because it's like it's a black versus white thing. I would want to fight for Buddy because it's like one black man versus 6 white men.
Yeah.
It's just an unfair thing.
Yeah.
Right. So I think about myself in other situations. If I see a man that's being really belligerent and he's arguing at a man or at a woman and he's yelling at her, being super aggressive with her, how likely would I be able to? How likely would I jump into that and interact just to separate the two, not to defend one person or the next, but to just separate the two? How likely would I be able to do that? And if I do that, I'm putting myself in danger.
But the thing about it was your family is over there. If my family was over there, be humble. What's going on, my dog? What's happening?
Yo, what up, man?
How you feeling?
Oh, I'm feeling great, man. Can't complain. Great.
Man, be humble. You mix with some Arab, with some black, with some white. That's why you like white women so much, ain't it? No, but like I was saying though, if your family is involved, that's different to me. Because like if it's just, if I got my family, like I say, we was already in the truck, I'm not going to get out the safety of my truck to go help. But if my family was over there and we were over there, then my family is kind of in the middle of danger. I got to stop and eliminate the danger. So we're here in the danger. So I got to stop this. Because he could have easily took them napkins or whatever he was throwing and hit a little kid. It's kids over here. If it's kids and women in a situation, bro, if you ain't ready to lose your life for your kids and your family, I don't even know what the fuck you got a family and you a dad for it to me. That's my opinion.
Yeah, I agree with that. I agree with that fully.
So for the fathers that was over there that got, because it was a families over there, like it's Italian ice, it's a hot summer day in Chicago. You know everybody out there chilling and everybody want their ices. So to me, you should be over there trying to, hey, bro, you ain't trying to say you need to throw the crazy dude on his head, but you need to calm down the situation for him to stop doing what he's doing, though.
Yeah, and that's where the conundrum lies, right? Because it's like, yes, men understand men.
Yeah.
Men understand men. So if a man is coming at another man, be like and saying, you're doing too much, you need to chill out. You know what I'm saying? Like I potentially pose an actual threat to you as a man, you need to chill out.
Yeah.
But on the flip side, it's like a lot of men out here would be like, you pose a threat to me, I'm going to challenge that threat.
But I don't think that would have happened because when you got a family, your mind changes, especially when you're with your family. That's just like if me, you, and Be Humble out together, it's like whatever. But now if Be Humble have his kids, I have my kids, you got your lady, it's different now. We trying to calm everything down. We trying to keep all that adrenaline is not in you no more. You're not on that fighting shit. You're trying to get your family to safety as quickly as possible. Now, if you have to meet a threat with some violence or something, okay, that's different. But the thing about that is you trying to get your family out of there. Like I say, I wasn't going to leave my truck with my family to go over there and deal with that now, because now I'm putting myself in harm's way and I'm leaving my family out here to dry.
Right.
But if you're in the danger, I got to calm this down. We're not trying to be on violence. If it happens, it happens. But I'm trying to calm this down to get my family out of harm's way. I need you to calm down, buddy.
1,000%.
You want an icy too? We'll buy you an icy, bro. Ain't no thing about that. But just calm down.
Be humble. What you got on this, bro?
No, when you with your family, you do have a different sense of urgency when it comes to being a protector. And you want to make sure they out of harm's way first off and foremost before you even worried about yourself. So I definitely agree with that.
1,000%. Yeah, and I'm on the same wavelength in saying when it comes to, let's just say, me, Maul, be humble, Jay every day, all out. To me, this is how I roll at spaces. Anybody that is with you as you being the person that I rock with, everybody that you're with is under my protection as well.
We lead together, we come together. We lead together, we come back together.
That's facts. Like
what happened or what you done. We came here together. Now, if you tell us you're cool because you done found some little, be humble out there with them white women, he go find him a white woman and he trying to stay out there. So we're gonna be like, you sure you good? You say okay, we gone. All right, brother. Call us when you get home. We'll call and check on you later.
Right.
But if you came with us, you leave with us. That's how I feel.
That's facts. And that's how I am. Like, even with when I'm out with people, your people, the people that you came with are my people as well.
Yeah.
So I have an eye out now. This person came with Maul. This person came with Be Humble. Where is this person now?
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So absolutely. But my last week was absolutely crazy. So long story short, I was having car issues again. And it looked like it was a matter of just my serpentine belt, which was about $180. The person, and I saw, by the way, I saw my serpentine belt shred. It was shredded for real. There's no way I could keep driving with it being shredded.
What you got going on, Spaces?
Huh?
What the fuck you got going on that your serpentine belt shredded and you didn't catch that earlier? What the fuck?
Something locked up.
Huh?
Something probably locked up.
Oh.
Go ahead, Spaces. Tell us what happened.
But no, I just noticed that it happened, and come to find out, I get it finally get it told to the mechanic. Mechanic says, you know what? You need a whole new alternator.
Oh, okay.
Locked up.
Yeah.
God dang it, bro. Like he's the serpentine belt to fix serpentine belt was $180. I'm like, bet. You got that.
You got it.
He say alternator. Wait a minute. But you need the alternator to run the car. So I got to do it. It is what it is. So got that fixed, got my car back this past Friday, and I forgot what it's like to have a car.
Okay.
I forgot what it's like to have a car.
So how many days were you out?
Go ahead, y'all were talking at the same
time.
No, I was asking Spaces, how many days were you without a car?
About 2 weeks.
Okay. Yeah.
About 2 weeks. It was bad. Yeah. I was like, God.
Better go get you a bicycle like me and Jay every day. And be humble. You better go get you a bike, B. You'd have been still out here in these streets. You'd have been in shape, but you'd have been out here, baby. You'd have been out here, I'm telling you. That bike come in handy, baby. I'm telling you.
That's fact, because I was like, man, if I had a bike, I'd be able to go here. Oh, I'm sorry, not even necessarily a bike, but just some sort of means of transportation. Like, oh my God.
And see, then people like me and you, we stay close to the jobs. So it ain't nothing for me just to get on my bike and go to work and come home. I'm cool with that. That saved me a lot of money anyway. Because I think every time you step outside, I think just to breathe the government ass like $100.
2 weeks, right? Man. I know that had to be tough, man. 2 weeks without a car. Even if you don't go nowhere, just the fact you don't have a vehicle to go anywhere, man, That's got to be tough, man.
Super fast, bro. I was like, oh my God, I forgot what it feels like to be free.
Yeah.
God dang.
Oh, that's 2 weeks without putting no gas in the car too. Ooh.
Bro, I got in the car. It was like 3/4 full. I'm like, wait a minute.
Oh, so you still had all the gas still in there then?
Did they put gas in my car? Wait a minute.
Damn, boy. You know, somebody told me the other day, right? Because I be on the phone a lot. You know, I drive trucks. So I was like, I was in my truck, but basically, I'm like, damn, I need to go to the gas station. They was like, every time you on the phone, you somebody going to the gas station. I say, nigga, look here. Just because I go fill my car up at every half a tank, bro, because I ain't out here really struggling. And like, I'm okay. Don't get mad at me. Yeah, because I go to the gas station like every half a tank.
Yeah, that's what I encourage people to do, because if it just so happened that you fall on hard times and some issue happens with the house or with the car or with life, and it end up costing more than you anticipate, you already got a full tank.
Hey, it ain't that. I drive a big ass truck. Like Jay every day say, my refrigerator takes a lot of money to fill up, and gas ain't cheap. So I'd rather look at half a tank to full than fucking from empty to full. That's a big difference, brother.
Yeah, they said I agree with what Maul had to say. I do the same thing because I do I drive into DC. Yeah. You just never know, man. You get like if you got like a quarter of a tank, and then it'll be one of those bad days of traffic.
Yeah, you be sitting there, AC on the road. Oh my God, what? And motherfucker we ain't driving no V4s and V2s like Spaces. Motherfucker, I got a V8. I got a big ass V8, bro. Like this motherfucker, like my shit do at best like 24 miles to the gallon. Like that's on highway, bro. No, this shit crazy. Yeah. I ain't complaining about it. I'm just saying what I drive.
All right, man. Let's get into this subject. This is something Maul sent to us, and let me share. Before that, Jay Everyday said, "Them electric bikes looking better and better."
Facts. I ain't gonna lie to you, Jay Everyday. Facts. You be seeing them weave through traffic. Where you see them, you sitting there and they in the street too, weaving through traffic, getting by everything, running lights.
Here's one thing I'll say to you guys. Electric bikes are the number one cause of people like accidents. Because a lot of these people have never rode a bike or haven't rode a bike in years, and they thinking you can just do 20 to 30 miles like it's nothing, go 20, 30 miles an hour like it's easy. No, these people's core muscles aren't ready for that. Yeah, you know, and all that, man. You can't just be thinking you're gonna just hit 30 or 40 miles an hour like it's nothing.
Hey, but what people fail to realize, to be humble, riding a bike is some of the best exercise you can get because it uses every muscle in your body. Yeah. Use your brain, use your eyes, both hands, legs, thighs, quads, your everything, glutes. It use all that stuff. Yeah. Your body be sore if you take a long enough bike ride to where you pushing yourself to the limit. Your body be sore, bro, for real. Yeah.
Be humble. I'm glad you're here, bro. I'm glad to actually have you live stream. I was wondering when this was actually going to happen. Jay Everyday said, "Yep, the Vinnies have the bikes." He said, "Yes, sir. Rode to Indiana yesterday." That's a bet. That's a bet, man. Traveling the world. So, all right, let me share my screen so y'all can see it. A second. Again, we're building a plane as we fly it.
We building a car as we drive. Because you building a plane. You talking about we trying to crash and burn. We jump out of the sky. At least if we hit the brakes on the car, we'll still be okay. We got our seatbelts on. You might be
driving the car as we drive it. Got it.
No, I didn't say that, man. I said building the car as we drive it.
Oh, sorry. My fault. Building the car as we drive it. Space. All right. So this is something Maul sent to us. Can y'all see that?
Yeah.
All right. Let's see what it's talking about.
Bro, you know what's so crazy? I wake up every single day, and before I leave the house and go anywhere in public, I load up my firearm for black people. Not saying that no other.
Oh, shoot. God dang it.
You hit something?
Yeah.
Bro, you know what's so crazy? I wake up every single day, and before I leave the house and go anywhere in public, I load up my firearm for black people. Not saying that no other race won't do nothing or no shit like that, but ultimately, bro, I'm not worrying about a white nigga
Real quick, is it echoing or y'all hear it good?
I'm cool. That ain't echoing for me.
It's
All right,
fine.
bet.
or a Mexican nigga when I go out in public. I'm worried about niggas, bro. Like you might walk into a store and the nigga might look at you the wrong way, and now y'all niggas beefing just because this nigga looked at you the wrong type of way. Like this shit is crazy as hell. Like think about this shit, bro. Like I can go somewhere and a white person will speak to you like, "Hey, how you doing?" But you go anywhere and see a group of niggas, it like you automatically got to get on 10. Like niggas damn near don't want to speak or none of this shit. Like, bro, this shit is crazy as fuck. What the fuck is wrong with us, bro? Like this shit need to stop. Like my nigga, I was just at the beach, right? And the little chick I was with, she had said some shit out the window, and the niggas heard it, bro. Like it automatically became tension between us. Like me and my homeboy got out the car, and them niggas just looking, clutching and shit. Like you know what I'm saying? That shit crazy than the motherfucker. But you go out in public, every other race goddamn speak to you, but it's us that goddamn be trying to destroy each other, gang. That shit is wild as a motherfucker when you sit here and think about it. Like, what the fuck is wrong with us, bro? Bro, you know what's so crazy?
So um, it says here, it's a clip. A clip is viral. Like man saying he chooses to carry.
You going in and out, Spaces? Can't hear you.
Can you hear me solidly?
Yeah, it's cool now. Y'all solid now. Yeah.
All right. So it says it's on site, Instagram. A clip is going viral of a black man saying he chooses to carry a gun, not because of racism or law enforcement, but because of what he's witnessed in his own neighborhood. Says he doesn't worry about another race when he goes outside. You can use your life just by looking at someone the wrong way, he said, sparking mixed reactions online. So let's see what these comments are talking about. Uh, it's always I always tell people that this person says international Rio. I always tell people that when you arm yourself, you are doing it for the sake of another brother that may try to cause you harm. Okay. It all depends on where you live at. It sounds like he needs to move, and these days you need to watch everybody. Okay, let's see here. Rick 6288, Rick underscore 6288 says U.S. Mexican Chicanos do the same. The Mexican fight about whose state is better, and Chicanos have gangs. Obviously, it isn't anyone, but it's a problem with our community as well. That I'm so glad I happens to come across that comment. But all right, be humble, Maul. What y'all got?
No, you go first, Spaces. I want to hear your comment first. I'll come up to red. Be humble, go second.
In all honesty, I think generally speaking, okay. One of the things that I think when it comes to this is a lot of people like to think about or factor in the fact that America was founded by Christopher Columbus, allegedly, where he basically stole America, which people can ensue their own arguments there. People also say that the most violent crimes are committed amongst the 7% of the American population, which is black men. I personally don't see that being possible. The most violent crimes, I don't see that being possible. I don't see that being possible. Now, on the flip side, I can see that because I've been a part of that. And
A part of what?
huh?
A part of what?
Yeah, I'm at that right now.
Okay.
So I've never shared this story before, and generally speaking, I try to keep my personal experiences off of the internet. But in Illinois, there was a particular venue called Markham Skating Rink, and I personally wasn't going there. I personally didn't favor going there, but it was a spot, right? So, long story short, I seen the violence that happens amongst from black people to other black people, right? So I'm walking out. The event is over. during the event, you see the crowd of people shift in one direction because one person started fighting, or a group of people started fighting, and walk outside. I'm not joking when I say I seen a man probably unconscious, dripping blood out of his mouth because he just got into a fight with someone. So fast forward to my story. I'm standing on the side waiting for my ride to come. Me and my two cousins. I'm standing on one of the curbs that stop a car from moving, going too close to the building. I forget what it's called. It's like a cinder block or whatever it is. I'm standing like this, right? I see something out of my peripheral. I start to do like this, and as I'm doing like this, got hit, got jumped. I don't know nobody in this area. I ain't did nothing. I'm wearing black and white, not wearing red, not wearing blue, black and white to show that I'm neutron. Getting jumped for no. I'm talking about and naturally, not naturally, but being the fact that I was on one of the. I'm just gonna call it a cinder block. I slide off of the cinder block and I'm on the ground, getting jumped, getting punched, getting kicked. I don't know none of y'all. Why is this happening to me? I ain't talked to nobody, girl. I ain't stepped on nobody's toes. I ain't stepped on nobody's shoes. I ain't did nothing. So I see what Buddy's talking about. Go ahead, Mom.
No, I ain't gonna go ahead.
I'm sorry. You said you were third. Be humble. Go ahead.
Yeah. So I'm gonna start off with you guys heard the Larry June and 2 Chainz album?
Larry June and 2 Chainz.
No, yeah, yeah. So there's a verse where 2 Chainz says, "If you're moving with a switch, you need to switch addresses." So he needs to like move from where he's from. Obviously, in the hood, things are much more aggressive, and it goes down like that. And sometimes even if you go to another area of town where things are, a little less like that, there could be a group of people there. And there's some validity to what he's saying, yes. But should that be the case that he needs to roll with a gun? No. I mean, because when you have a gun, you're gonna have a different mindset when you're rolling like that. And at the end of the day, you won't kill nobody if you have a gun, if you don't have that gun and someone go down. And here's the thing, Space, what you were saying, how you got jumped. Sometimes like people see other people like as outsiders. Like, who is this guy? He ain't from here.
Facts.
And it wasn't your fault. Like I said, sometimes he ain't from, like we don't know who this guy is, and just, somebody got alcohol in him and didn't just let it fly. And there's no excuse for that. Man, that was a crazy story you told, man, but it was 100% not your fault.
Yeah. I'm with you on the same sentiment of be humble and Spaces. I understand where you come from when you say that. So now we know where your stance come from. Where you like, okay, I can agree with him, because I wasn't going to agree with him at all, because I grew up in the hood. Like, I go over there to like see my cousins and stuff like that, and it's like I'm a concealed and carry holder. I'm not looking like, my mind frame is not, oh, I'm loading this up or I'm bringing my gun for another black person. No, this is for my protection of anybody. It's a lot of mass shootings out here. It's a lot of shit that go on with kids trying to get kidnapped and stuff like that. I just want to have the best protection for me and my family when we're out. I don't look at it as I'm doing this for another black person. You feel me? So
Jay, wow.
So for him to say that, and the one question I have for people who say shit like that, because I think Kevin Gates said something on the line of this too, and we were discussing that too. What have you also done to black people? What's your background? Have you been selling drugs? Have you been robbing? Have you been terrorizing the community that you just so-called came up in? See, a lot of people like to be reaffirmed gang members or gang bangers or hood terrorists, and then now you want to say something when you contribute to that. You contribute to that. And the only reason I can say that is because I grew like I look at it like this. You have street dudes and you have hood dudes. I'm a hood dude. I grew up in the hood. I've never been a part of the streets though. Streets is out there selling drugs, slinging pistols, shooting at people, trying to. I've never done none of that. But I have grew up in the hood. I went to school. I did what I was supposed to do. I ain't never broke no laws. You feel me? So for him to say something like that, I will want to ask him more questions. What's your background? Have you ever been to jail? Have you ever robbed somebody? Have you ever shot at somebody? Do you got to look over your shoulder when you go in hoods because of something you did to somebody a long time ago? You see, people love to come up and say stuff like that when they was the people that started. They was part of the terrorizing the community. I can say that because I never terrorized the community. I ain't sold a drug ever in my fucking life. I don't even smoke weed or do drugs like that. I don't even drink liquor like that. So that was my thing for him when I saw that, and that's why I wanted to get Jerry Day and some more people, like sentiment of that too. Is like, what else? Like you say, you load your gun up for somebody because you thinking you're gonna shoot another black person. Because I don't look at that at all. I don't look at me probably gonna have to protect I look at me protecting myself from whoever trying to do some harm to me. I'm not looking at it from another brother the same color as me. I'm not looking at it like that. But from what he said is like, bro, I would really like to ask him more questions. And anybody else that kind of like, I like what you said because you gave a scenario of why you agree with them, and I like that is because you said you got jumped for no apparent reason. You was out there just chilling. You just went to have, you went to go do your dance moves and all that shit. You was doing all your shit. You feel me? So I would just like to ask him more questions, but I don't agree with what he said though. Come closer to your mic, Bree. We can't hear you. Come closer to your mic. We can't hear you. We still can't hear you. You got a microphone hooked up or something?
Can you hear me now?
You got a microphone hooked up or something?
No, it's all laptop mic.
Oh, okay.
So I have to switch in between the internal settings for the laptop for y'all to hear me. But no, man, I think a lot of people, and I was thinking about this while you were saying, a lot of people say a lot of even big name people would say 7% of the population, 7% of the population. I'm sorry, 7% of the American population being black men commit the most violent crimes.
But how? That's not even that's a good talking point. But that's not even mathematically impossible because even 7% of our 13% is still way more than 50-some% of somebody else's percentage. If you add the percentages up, that math not mathing.
Right. Trust me, I agree with you. It don't make sense. It never made sense to me once I started putting the pieces of the puzzle together to say if roughly, generally speaking, men and women are half at base for any population of people, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if white people are 65% of the population of America, that means roughly 32% of the population of America are white men. You cannot tell me that 7% of America's population being black men are committing more crimes, more violent crimes than 33% of the American population.
That's a fact. That's straight facts. That's what I'm saying. That math ain't mathing.
That don't make sense. And people like to skew numbers when it comes to this. And when it's in these conversations, we have to compare apples to apples. We have to say specific categories of what it is that's crime. We have to say violent crimes. We have to say non-violent crimes. We have to say drug crimes. We have to say all that stuff. We have to categorize specifically and compare numbers to numbers, because it's easy to say 7%. Like a lot of media, especially CNN, especially even Fox was in a lot of cases will say 7% black men of America's population are committing the most violent crimes. I cannot believe that. I cannot believe 7% is committing more violent crimes than 33% of America's population when the America was founded by white people through violence.
I was just gonna say that shit. Nigga, hey, where you think we learned it from? Where you think we got guns and all this stuff from? Where you think the First Amendment come from? Where you think all this come? When America try to border with you and you don't want to sell, guess what we do? You take. We say you have mad weapons of mad destruction. We go take. America takes shit. That's what America does.
It's founded through violence. Through violence. Through the chickpox blankets. Through violence. So I can't stand by that. I was actually listening to different conversations and listening to people talk, and I'm like, okay, this person makes a point, that person makes a point. But I have to always bring it back to what makes the most sense. It doesn't make sense that you can tell me that and I said this twice already, 7% of America's population is committing more violent crimes than 33% of America's population. Be humble. What you got on this, bro?
No, that's the truth. A lot of times, you ever notice when somebody's doing wrong, they always want to point, look at him over there, look at him over there, and they're over here stealing something. That's just the way they deflecting, because they know, like just like you said, there's no way that this small portion of the population is committing more crimes, and than the majority of the population, and they know it, and that's why they say all these different things, basically just to point the finger, look over here, why over here, picking people's pockets and doing everything over there.
They sure is picking the pockets, baby.
Picking pockets for real. Picking pockets for real. All right, y'all got anything else on that before we move on to the next thing?
Well, we can move on. Let's keep it going. Let's keep it rocking. Good conversation.
It's a bet. So, share my screen. This is just something that happened to come up in a conversation that I was having earlier this week. So, let's see. This isn't necessary. Can y'all see that? Chicago Democrats issue.
Yeah.
Chicago Democrats issue warnings about their mayor. Oh shoot, this is not what I meant to talk about. God dang it. Let's spend 10 minutes on this and move on to the next thing. Chicago Democrats issue warnings about their mayor amid Zohran Mamdani's rise. So, generally speaking, this isn't necessarily about Brandon Johnson. This is more so about Zohran Mamdani.
Mm-hmm.
Is that the guy from New
He's
York?
the nominee for the New York mayor, right?
So he won the Democratic nomination.
Okay, from New York, right?
Yeah, for New York, yeah.
Okay, bet.
So my question to you guys about that is, because I can go 50 different angles with this. Okay. People say that Zohran Mamdani is a socialist. Generally speaking, socialist meaning if I rise to make $100 million a year, I should be willing to give a portion of my $100 million a year to the people who didn't do much of anything. People who didn't do much of anything should be a beneficiary of what it is that I work for. Do you guys have any thoughts about socialism, one, and then two, socialism in general?
I'll go first because mine's gonna be brief. Because I don't do too much of it. I just go by when it comes to politics, common sense. If you make sense to me and you're for the American people, I'm all for that. Common sense to me is if I could be charitable, but you're not gonna tell me if socialist is what you're talking about, the way you just put it, I'm going by exactly what you just said. If I make money, you're not gonna tell me how much money I'm gonna give somebody else. I'm gonna give what I want to give. You're not gonna sit up here and tell me I got to do this. Now, I pay taxes. I'm going to do all that. But my charity contributions and all that stuff is going to go based on what I want to give. You feel me? So you're not going to just tell me what to give and all that. Now, when you come in the sense of that, when you're telling somebody, oh, you made $100 million, you only need 10, you can get a rest 90 million. No, that's not how this works. I worked hard for that. You ain't going to tell me what I'm going to give nobody. No, we're not doing that.
Right.
Now, if you want to go that, no, I'm not doing that. So I don't really know about like when they go to politics like that, when they go to socialist, communist, all this other stuff. I be having to really look up definitions to see what they're really talking about and how they mean it, and really just sit there and just listen to see if I can catch on to what they're talking about and how they're trying to go. You know, this up you and be humble, Ali. Y'all finna start arguing, and I'm finna just sit back here, mute my mic, and laugh. You feel me? Because I don't know really. That's not really my forte. But that's all I got to say like that. You're not finna tell me if I made $100 million, I'm finna give 90 of it away and I only can need 10 because I only need 10 to live. No, nigga, I want to. That's what I want. That's what I made. That's what I work hard for. So you're not gonna tell me that. So that's just what I have on that. Change your mic. Do your mic. Yeah, we're gonna have to get your mic fixed. We're gonna keep doing this shit, boy.
All right, so I just want to say,
You hear me?
Yeah, we heard you. Go ahead.
Yeah.
All right, real quick, be humble before you respond. Do you agree with what my assessment on socialism is? Because I think socialism is one person works to get to the point where they have a whole lot of money, and other people who didn't work as hard as person number one be beneficiaries of it. Do you agree with my assessment on it, or am I mistaken?
It looks like you're in the ballpark. You're in the ballpark. I'm looking at the definition now. You're in the ballpark.
You know what? You're right. You're right. Let me pull it up.
I'm surprised you ain't pull it up and sit it up there. You know, you're the king of trying to do some facts. Why you didn't just define this shit and put it up there like, oh, this is what it means real quick or whatnot like that.
You're right. Hold on. Let me pull it up real quick.
Oh, you can put it up. Be humble. What's your take on what he said? Why he putting it up?
First, I'm gonna say I don't know who the guy's politics to call him out. You know, I didn't really follow, much about what's going on in New York. I just saw he was nominated, and I did see one thing that people were saying that was negative. I don't know if you guys saw this. All the candidates, when they asked them like one place they would go, they all said Israel, and he was the first one. Was like, I'm gonna stay right here in New York. You know, I love the people here, but for some reason we have this a lot. Israel has a huge hold over our politics. Well, I don't know why, but it is what it is. But with that being said, before I could call him a socialist, I would say I think that term is used loosely now to demonize another candidate. There's certain terms we just use so people are turned off. They don't want to hear what he actually has to say as far as his policies. So it's basically like, the term we just use, a negative term towards somebody. So I don't know his actual policies, but like I said, when I looked it up, Spaces, you in the ballpark, what socialist is, but I couldn't call him and say he's a socialist or he has socialist policies when you break it down until I hear more what he actually believes and, what he wants his policies to be.
Y'all can hear me now?
Yeah, we hear you.
All right, bet. This is the definition according to Google of socialism. Y'all can see that? Good?
Mm-hmm. Right.
All right. Socialism is an economic and political system where the people collectively own or control the means of production rather than private individuals or corporations. It's characterized by social ownership, which can take various forms like public, community, or cooperative ownership. Socialism generally aims to create a more egalitarian society by reducing wealth, inequality, and promoting social welfare. Is that a definition that suffices for y'all?
We ain't got no choice. That's the actual definition. Yeah, it works.
Ma, is that something that works for you?
What?
The what I just read.
Oh, yeah, it works. Yeah, it works.
Let me see if I can pull this up real quick. Shoot. I think, there are people that believe in equality versus equity. Have y'all ever heard that conversation?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to pull this up real quick. So this right here, if you see on the right hand side right now, it shows an animation of equality versus equity. And equity, you see, the taller person standing on the ground, being able to see the probably baseball game.
Yeah.
The middle, I don't say age, middle-sized person being able to see the game because they're on one little box to help them see the game. Whereas the shortest person can see the game because they're standing on two boxes.
Okay.
The idea behind that, what I gather, is the tallest person who doesn't have to do any work did all of the work, and the shortest person being able to benefit from it.
I wouldn't really say that's how I look at it. I look at that like tallest person, all of them did equal work. Taller person he was just born like that. He was just born tall. He was just born in that situation, did the same work as everybody else, but he already had a leg up in what everybody else did. So he propelled even further because he already had that. It's like the definition of born with a silver spoon in your mouth. Like we all start the race. Like, right? And I hate to use this thing, but black folks, we start in the back all the time anyway, because this is our skin. It's just, it is what it is. I'm not using it as an excuse. It's just, it is what it is, right? We can still run fast and a lot of people do a lot of things, but you still already had the head start. So it's only so much I can do to catch up, and I'm still going to probably be behind you. So, and I understand that, you still had that. If it's still not, if you're willing, I don't believe in forcing nobody. If you're willing to still, because I'm still going to be cool with the little bit I still gave you, here you go. This for you. I'm still gonna be cool. I'm still up here. I can still see the game. It ain't bothering me not one bit just to throw a crate back here because I'm tall and already ready as it is, as it speak. You get what I'm saying? So that's the way I looked at that picture. Is like you're already born with a silver spoon in your mouth. This man really got it out the dirt. You just like, bro, I got extra, Here you go. I ain't even gonna trip on it. That shit wasn't doing nothing but sitting in the corner anyway. I'm not gonna use it. Here you go. Do your mic. You're going to get your ass. Hey, man, set up a GoFundMe for Space's goddamn computer. Man, where your Apple computer at?
That's what you need. I got to get it fixed, man. I got to get it fixed. Okay. Be humble. What you got on it? What you think? Based on that particular picture that I showed, do you think?
Based on the picture, to me, I took it as the taller guy was willing to help out his fellow person to watch the game. And I guess what you were trying to say with socialism, those at the top are willing to help those at the bottom to, lift them up. I mean, in a sense, that's kind of what we do here. We don't call it that. We have, social programs to help out those in need. So we do that here, even though we're not considered a socialist society. We still help out those that, less fortunate. Those who aren't as tall. There's programs there. There's programs there for them to try to help lift them up.
Yeah. Like I don't have no problem with it. Like you say, if you got it and you're willing, I don't just want nobody to force them like, you got to go do this. No, if they aren't willing to help, all right, that's just gonna be their karma. Or whatever they got coming to them, gonna come to them. Because when they gonna probably need some help, ain't nobody gonna be willing to help them. So if you, long as you're willing, I don't believe in forcing. That's the thing I don't like.
And that's what you reached into the exact question that I was about to ask. What do you think about what it sounds like Zoran Mamdani? And now I'm sorry, be humble. I wish I put it into our chat so you can be a little bit more informed about how he's moving. But what do you think about it being forced upon you to say this is what you have to do as a multi-millionaire?
Well, if you ask any everybody on this panel, we all forced to pay taxes. Would we go with if we didn't want to? If it was up to you to pay taxes, would you go without paying taxes? Of course. So in a sense, like I wouldn't pay taxes. Like if they gave me the choice, like you know what, you could pay, continue to pay these taxes. We'll use these to help out the people at the bottom. But if they was asking me, hey, if you don't want to pay them, you don't got to. Come on, Space. If you was given that option, you think you would pay taxes? You would keep that money yourself. So in a sense, sometimes like, yeah, there's some things we're forced to do. At the end of the day, it's supposedly doing a good work, helping other people out who are less fortunate. I know what it was like to be there at one time in my life growing up, where I was stealing from the corner store to have food to eat at night, stuff like that. So I know what it's like when you don't have much. So
I ain't gonna lie to you, be humble. That was a great ass analogy. Cause I ain't gonna pay taxes, D. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro.
I know you given the option, you would not. No, nobody would pay.
I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. That was the most perfect. Now you can end my podcast on that shit, cause that shit was perfect as hell. Cause they hit my ass up every goddamn year. Give me my goddamn money back, bro. For real. Can't hear you. We can't hear you, Spaces. Just before you talk, just switch it back on and off, bro.
We're good now?
Yeah, we good. Go ahead.
Yeah. All right, you're right. I'll switch it back and forth in between the time I talk. But you're right, be humble. It's like, yeah, absolutely. If we were given the option to not pay taxes, we absolutely not pay taxes. And I think about an example in particular where I was long time ago, I was working, and it was at this particular job, I got paid bi-weekly. And in 1 week, I worked roughly about 71 hours.
Uh-huh.
And in the next 2 weeks, I worked about 76 hours. Me not knowing how taxes work, I'm thinking I worked 76 hours. I'm finna get more on this check. You know what I'm saying?
Nope.
Bro, what?
Nope.
What? No.
My brother just did that same thing to me. That nigga, he called me the other day. I'm in the gym over the court. He's like, man, they took such and such taxes out my check. I say, bro, they do that shit to me every week.
You know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm saying.
You took your tax. I say, bro, that ain't shit. Like, the way I look at it, like, if they're not taking taxes like that out your check, that means you still in the poverty line. You need to work a little harder, or you need to go get you another job. And I don't mean that in no bad way. I don't mean that. I'm not trying to be like braggadocious or anything like that. To me, when you get more taxes taken out your check, that means you're making a lot more money.
Yeah.
That's how I look at it.
Here's one thing I'll tell you guys. When I deployed to Iraq, so this happens with all military people, you get your money's tax free. When you go to a war zone, so your check is tax free.
And
so for 6 months, I got that. I was tax free for 6 months.
I, as a taxpayer, stand with that. Like, you're putting on your life on the line to protect and, you know what I'm saying, to do what you need to do for our country. I'm okay with paying taxes for that. On the flip side, we may have to we will get into this next week. A lot of people out here manipulating.
Hey,
and Zohran Mamdani is talking about basically increasing the government's influences. Like, and I didn't have a clip prepared, but he's encouraging government-ran supermarkets, grocery stores. We already know how the government treats our food.
Hey, look here, like Jerry Day said, about when you was talking about the tax code or whatever like that, bruh. It's the game. Either you play it or you're gonna get played. I understand you want to still complain about it, but you better get in this game and play it with them while you're complaining. Don't sit on the sideline and just think you're gonna just complain and it's gonna be all right. You better play the game while you're sitting there complaining about them playing the game as well. It's loopholes. You better find them, stick to it. When they close it, go find another one. I'm really on the verge of when Jerry Day said it all the time. I get them more and more about it. The more and more you look in the finances, the more and more you look at the stock market, the more and more you look at just economics, period. Like, you have to play the game or it's going to play you. But I ain't say don't complain about the game as you playing it, but you play it with them, but you just complain about it too as well. I'm with them on that. Like, I'm gonna play the game right with you. I'm gonna go get these accounts. I'm gonna go move money here so I can not get taxed. I'm gonna do all the same thing they doing, but I'm gonna complain about it too. But I'm gonna do it with them.
You know, as long as you're contributing, that I don't have any issues with you having issues with how things are being ran. If you're voluntarily not contributing, like I don't want to hear what you got to say. I don't want to hear what you got to say.
Paying taxes and stuff.
Generally, yeah, because it like Smokey said, you didn't put in on this, man. You didn't put in on this.
So you're talking about if like you didn't vote, if you didn't participate in that and all that stuff, you shouldn't be complaining about nothing because you didn't even try to help.
That, and if you are living a life, specifically illegal immigrants living a life that's tax exempt,
okay,
you are living a life that's being provided for you, and you didn't have to work towards the life that you're living. You didn't have to work towards you literally went from wherever you were, came over here with your family of 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Damn.
You know what? I want America to pay for my family to live here.
I get you. I rock.
I want to hear what you got to say.
I get you. I rock with you.
So I'm gonna say this, Spaces, though. So my first job when I retired from the Navy, I worked at a warehouse where we did shipping and receiving, and there was a bunch of illegals there. And, you know, I had this one guy. You know, I would just talk to him just to see, you know, how that process happened. You know, how do you get over and stuff like that. So obviously, these companies are hiring him. So right. I get it. Like, you may be upset with him, but he's just a symptom of the bigger problem.
Ooh.
He's a symptom. Like we looking at just this person. This company is hired. This company hired him. The company hired him. It's just not like he came over here and just walked in and just started working and started taking money. This company went through the process of letting him fill out paperwork and let him work. And no one he was illegal.
Yeah,
no one he was illegal. That's the. Here's another story. I'll tell you this. This happened in the 90s. I met this girl when I used to live in California. She worked for Technicolor. Technicolor is the one they deal with the movies and stuff like that. She told me back then, this was back in the 90s, there were people that were working there for 20 plus years only getting minimum wage because they were illegal. These companies, they hire these people
because it saved them a lot of money.
Yeah.
It saved them a lot of money.
20 years getting nothing but minimum wage. So at the end of, like, yes, what they're doing, they're coming over illegally is wrong. But they're getting jobs. These companies are really the real problem. If there was no jobs here, they'd be like, man, what am I gonna go over there for, man? I can't get no job. I mean,
shit, they ain't going to China. They ain't going over to China, to all them other places, because they got them jobs already. So I understand where they're coming from.
I was at Panera Bread, and I could overhear this guy talking to this immigrant. He was asking, do you got this information? That he was doing like a job, and he was like, nope. He's like, well, we can help you get that and get this, so you can get hired. Like, so these companies, I get it. These people, yes. But if I'm not mistaken, some of them do pay taxes. But these companies are where the problem really lies at.
Switch your mic.
How much more time do you have?
Come on, give about 10, 15 more minutes.
God, okay, all right. I'm going to clip this, and we're going to clip this up and start it next week. I want to get into this next thing about what you guys' thoughts are about this, because I think everybody's coming at it from the wrong perspective. All right.
Sports Thunk here. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button to join the fastest growing community on YouTube. Remember, Nightcap doesn't happen without
get your money, Shannon. Go ahead, because you need it.
You. So please subscribe, or you're gonna make Ocho. Before we get started, obviously, I'm sure everybody's heard the news by now that I will not be returning to ESPN. I found out this information a little earlier in the week, and really the only thing that I really ask is, like, guys, could we wait until Monday? My brother's going into the Pro Football Hall of Fame. I really wanted to be about him, and I wanted to be about my family. I know this coming out will overshadow everything that he's worked his entire life for. And unfortunately, it didn't happen that way. And so as I told him, as I profusely apologized to him earlier today, he said, bro, stop apologizing. You don't have to apologize. I'm your big bro. I'm going to love you regardless. We all make mistakes. And he says, bro, I love you. So I'm done with this. You're done with it too. Move on. And I really enjoyed my time at ESPN. It gave me an opportunity to bring my audience that saw me really just grow. They saw me, Lakers in 5, and they saw me say all these analogies that my grandparents gave me, and I was able to bring that to ESPN. So I'm very, very grateful for that. But I just wished, of all things, like I said, hey, they did what they felt they needed to do, and I'm at peace with that. But I just wish, guys, this thing could have waited until Monday, because I hate the fact that I'm overshadowing my brother, the first 2 brothers in the Pro Football Hall of Fame, and this is what the headline is going to be for the next couple of days. So, bro, again, I know you told me this. I don't have to apologize, but I'm going to do it one final time tonight, and I won't apologize again. I'm sorry that I upstaged you in this manner. That was never my intent. You've been my hero. You've been my role model from as long as I can remember. And I apologize, and I thank all my fans for supporting me when I was at ESPN and every place that I've been Club Shay Shay, Nightcap, Undisputed, ESPN. Thank you guys for your support.
So at this point, from what I gather, Shannon Sharp has lost the battle of, Gabriel Zuniga, Zuniga's lawsuit.
Did you just call me a nigga? I thought you don't curse. You just called us some niggas, man. Go ahead, I'm just playing.
Zuniga, Zuniga. Shannon Sharp has lost the deal. Long story short, for those who have been living under a rock, he met her when she was about 19, 20 at a gym, and they had been kicking it for a solid 2 years. Multiple times that they had been interacting with each other. She flew out to see him, and all of a sudden she turned around and said, "You know what? That wasn't 100% consensual. I'm gonna stand on that." And now she's won a case of her winning $23 million from him, and she was an OnlyFans model.
She won 23 what?
$23 million.
So she just got 12.5 each flat booty cheek.
Each flat booty cheek.
She just got generational wealth from that man.
Hey, talk to be humble about kicking it with these white women. I don't know. So, generally speaking, I'm sure you guys have heard sentiments on different podcasts, different platforms about it. What are your thoughts?
You go first, Bianca, if you want to.
Yeah. First of all, I want to say, when you out there in these streets, you should try to stay within your age range, and you should stay like within your pay range. Like he was like twice her age.
He was like 40 years her senior. So she's like 19, 20. He's, you know 50, what? I'll look at it right now.
52, 53.
Yeah, like I get it to an extent, but I'm just like, you get like, okay, like a CEO or, like a supervisor, you're not supposed to date down. I'm not saying she's just financially, he had more to lose, obviously, you see, than what she did. So you shouldn't I'm not here to, put a stake in his eye, but I'm just like, man, I ain't perfect myself, but you had too much to lose, man, messing with these little girls, man.
What shows here, Shannon Sharp is 57 years old. Let's just say he started messing around with her when she was 2, 3, 4 years ago. She was 19, 20.
And that's to me, fuck all the money, fuck all that. That's one of the biggest things to me. Because I'm 40 plus, and even though I'm married, if I get a divorce today or tomorrow, ain't nowhere in the world I can fuck with a 20-year-old, and I'm 40 now. I can't fuck with no. If I found out you 20, I can't mess with you.
Nothing in common.
Yeah, this is like me looking at his girlfriend.
Yeah, he got a daughter that's older than her.
Thank you, and they think that she's of age. No, there's something wrong with that to me. I don't care how you look at it, how you stray from it or whatever. That is a problem. Like, bro, you couldn't go 30? 35. Come on, bro.
Yeah, then it's weird that she was the OnlyFans model. Like, you can do better than an OnlyFans model, bro. Like,
That's like, come on, man. That's wild to me. Like I understand the money issue, and then like you, bro, how much vagina you done had in you was a football player. How much vajayjay you done had in your whole life, and you still letting this rule you like that? Like you still letting this do this to you like that? Bro, he done had more vagina than me, you, and Spaces put together.
they got a stronghold over him, man.
Like, bro, come on.
It's calling him like smoke.
The Humble was in the military.
But he still got more. Like he was a football player. And he wasn't like he was a lineman or nothing. He was in shape, and Shannon Sharp been in shape all his life. He's not a bad looking dude. So for you to tell me he wasn't getting a lot of vagina, come on, man.
Maybe things slowed down for him. You know, he's like I said, he's slowed down.
You still know girls right now talking about they'll get to Shannon Sharp the vagina, call him uncle, all that. We'll get all. You hear women all the time on social media saying that.
I wonder if he was at the gym by himself when he met, like when he goes, if he goes by himself or he has other people that go with him.
I think in this particular night when he met her, and this is just pure speculation, he was by himself. Okay. That's my pure speculation. I don't know.
He may want to get a gym in his house.
He got one. To me,
go ahead, Mom.
It ain't that. To me, it is. As of right now, at the space in my life, as soon as I hit that, even that when I was in my late 30s, to get like, and I'm not trying to like, I know people be like, man, you just think you so. No, to get around me, you got to have a good conversation. I got to think you bringing something. You just can't like we moving with purpose now. We know it took us. Not saying that we sit up here, we got all these things figured out, but just to get where you at now, it took so much trial and error. It took so much time to get where you at. I'd be damned if somebody just come along because I gave you got some pussy from you that's gonna take half of this away. Nigga, I just move you off this earth. How can you let that happen?
Jay, they say, yeah, she just happened to be an OnlyFans model. Okay, conspiracy theory. Okay, I got you.
No, maybe that's what maybe he's on OnlyFans and he was like, hey, I recognize her. Like when he was at the gym, maybe he's like, okay, I recognize her. And he sparked the conversation.
Damn.
But if you notice there's a lot of athletes, for some reason they want to go like on social media and meet girls. Like which is weird. Like
that's weird to me too. If you won't get your ass
anybody, but you want to go
get one of them fine chicks, boy.
Another thing that's crazy about athletes, they recycle the same women.
Facts. That's facts.
Yeah.
That's facts.
Like, man, she was just dating this dude.
That's facts.
You can get somebody else. Why you gotta? You just recycling her.
That's facts.
Now I have to say the reason why I brought this up, y'all can hear me good, right? I don't.
Yeah. Cool.
I think everybody, literally 99% of people, are approaching this from the wrong standpoint. I think the standpoint is Gabrielle Zuniga was a consenting adult legally. Shannon Sharp pursued her according to the lines of legality, and she attached herself to a lawyer that is known for. Okay, I don't want to get into that, but she figured out along the lines that she can get more money by suing him than continuing to deal with him.
But still, even at your theory, and you might be 100% correct. Whose fault is it for letting her in the door to get that close to me?
Yeah.
So it don't matter what she did, how she did it, or what she did. It's you letting people in your inner circle. You're too old for that.
And Jay Everyday said, I think she was sent to him. You
That's
know
why
what's crazy about
he
that?
needs to be with a crew. Like he needs to have somebody else. Like when he's out and about, he shouldn't be by himself. He should have somebody else with him or something like that.
Well, you know what's crazy about that? I listened to somebody who read Diddy's ex-wife's book before she passed away. And through that, I found out, well, assuming that is true, Faith Evans was sent to Biggie. Not because of them working together or even in her hypergamy as a natural hypergamy as a woman. According to that story, Faith Evans was sent to Biggie by Diddy.
I was gonna say that I wouldn't doubt it. If like you got your top, yeah, maybe he was trying to make it like a power couple because she was supposed to be like coming up through the ranks and she was
she was a
like
singer.
His best female artist at the time, and have him. He's the best rapper at the time. Have them connected. Yeah, I can see that happening. You want this little power couple that's up under you.
Yeah, they're supposed to be the first Jay-Z. They were supposed to be better than Jay-Z and Beyonce. They were supposed to be the first, probably. But look, I got a quick story. Me and my brother, we went to a Miami Hurricane game. We was in Florida one time. Me and my brother went. Michael Irvin kinfolks was sitting next to us. Michael Irvin came up there to talk to his kinfolks. He had one guy with him. Michael Irvin didn't turn around and nod. He said what's up to everybody. He wasn't rude. But this guy blocked every fucking thing that tried to come his way. Guys included. Women, anything. Now, nope, you ain't getting. He's sitting right here next to Irvin. Irvin ain't turned around and he's talking to his kinfolks. He ain't even bothered with what's going on behind him because his guy that he's probably been with all his whole life is blocking everything. Everything. Ain't nothing got to Irvin. It ain't even phase him. He still took the one picture. He said what's up to everybody. Everybody shared that picture amongst themselves and was thirsty for that picture. But then not one person got to put their hands around Irvin to take a picture. Ain't nobody get close enough to touch Irvin or none of that because his homie, his partner that was right there was for to block everything. And guess what? This nigga had to be a bit of 6'5", 5'6". Irvin is a big dude. Irvin's about like them to 6 feet, 6'2", something like around there. Mm-hmm. Irvin not small. But his little guy, I ain't gonna say little guy, but his friend, what number about 5'6", little stocky dude, like he work out too, but he blocked everything.
Yeah, that's smart.
And I say that to say this, I ain't trying to hear that what everybody else say. You need to have stuff like that with you. Like, you need to always have that one friend. I don't give a fuck if he then messed up. Yeah, he like 6'2". Yeah, Irvin's like 6'2". I don't give a fuck if you had that one friend, but you need that one friend that you came from, that you trust. You might don't trust him with your money, but you should be able to trust him with your life. You should have that type of partner that if you, because like, this is like, nigga, we're going to just say spaces. You make it and I'm with you. I know you can't get into nothing. Nigga, you the money. Why would I let anything get to you and harm you? You pay me. Why would I do that? I'm gonna take all that. Hey, no, he ain't going no pictures no more. No, he married. Get your hell no, go on. We got somebody else over there you can fucking do something with if you want to. But you can't do that to him. No. So I'm not trying to. I don't give Shannon Sharp no excuses, no nothing. He have to take his 57-year-old ass. Got to take that on the chin and go ahead and get that money back.
Yep.
So yeah, him going Olo or anything like that. No, you that type of dude. You need to have somebody that you can call at all times. That's with you. That's rocking with you. That's their job. You pay them to come, even though that's your friend. Because you still need them to do the things that you need them to do. You still got to break them out with some bread to come to you to block all the shit that you don't want to get to you. I.e. LeBron. Why you think you probably ain't never seen LeBron James and no shit? Because his motherfucking friends around him filter out shit that they don't even get to him. I.e. other people, Kevin Durant, Michael Jordan, all these other celebrities that do stuff like that. And you mean to tell me you walking around here and you don't have nothing like that above you? To me, that kind of say something about you. You don't have no friends like that? So don't nobody fuck with you like that? Outside of you.
Good, right?
Yeah, you good. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I had to switch my camera, my mic. But that goes back into the conversation that we were having maybe 1 or 2 weeks ago, like with the link you sent about the guy that was. Granted, it was a skit, but the groom was trying to go to one place, and the groom, the best man was like, "We can go anywhere else but those places."
But that's true. You can still go there, but if I'm your best man, I'm blocking all that shit. We can go, but you ain't gonna get out and left out of my sight though. We got bigger fish to fry. You can go. We can go. I ain't gonna tell you you can't go nowhere. I'm gonna go, but I'll be the most hatingest nigga you ever seen in your life.
Yeah, and I mean, you gonna block for him?
Block all that shit. Let me get that up out of here. No, that ain't happening. No. Give his ass this lotion. Tell him to go in the room somewhere.
Be humble. What you got on them? Yeah, your solid bottom of the barrel thoughts as to what you think should happen. Because I'll get mine last, and we can call it.
Like with that video that you were talking about. Yeah, like that's good to have somebody like who's around, who's gonna block, who's gonna stop you from doing anything. Because people need that. Because at the end of the day, if you leave us to our own vices, we're just gonna do what we want to do, regardless if we get married tomorrow or what. God's still gonna make a horrible decision, especially when it comes to that. That's one of the worst times that when it comes to that, we will make bad decisions. And it's good to have somebody there, a buffer, who can help you to stop you from making those bad decisions. Whether if it's just a girl trying to hand you a phone number, he just grab that, crumble it up, and throw it away. Sometimes you just need that, because at the end of the day, if you left the fan for yourself, a lot of times we'll fail. I mean, we need somebody in our corner that got our back 100%, because sometimes we're just not strong enough to do it ourselves.
Can you stop a grown man from doing what it is that he wants to do?
At the end of the day, no. But more than likely, like with Maul was saying, that guy was probably being paid, so he was doing the job and he was making sure he was doing it effectively. But at the end of the day, could anybody have stopped him? No. But he could have helped at that point. He may have, if he would have had somebody with him that day, and the guy stepped in, and then he may have been, wasn't there the next time, she may not even like tried to talk to him, or he may not even tried to talk to her. Yeah. Due to the fact he was like, man, boy embarrassed me, I'm not even gonna try to talk with her, or something like that.
Yeah. Or you can let them, or just like you say, block it all in the totality. Because if they start talking, they talking. There's nothing you can do about that. But if you block him, like, nah, bro, that ain't it. That bitch done been in everybody facing this gym. She wear them tight clothes for a reason. That's what she on. She not about nothing. Nah, keep it moving. But you gotta have something like that. And then you say, can you stop somebody? Can you stop a grown man from doing what he wants? No, you can't. But you damn sure can tell him, like, hey man, I don't think that's a good idea or whatever. I don't give a fuck if you don't want me to. If you counsel me and you put me on the back burner, or you don't want to be with me, I'm not gonna sit up here and let you do that and let you sabotage yourself.
Yeah.
Like, nah, that ain't cool. Like, nah, leave that one alone. That one ain't it.
Yep.
That one ain't it.
I'll give my thoughts. We'll close this out because I gotta go.
This is good.
But my thought process is everybody is wrong. 99.99% of people who are reporting on this situation is wrong about this situation with Shannon Sharp. I think people can argue about the fact that there was a 45 year difference, a year difference in Shannon Sharp's age and the woman that he was pursuing. I err on the side of the fact that everybody in this situation was consensual. And he should be able to, all of this happened within the confines of his bedroom. She figured out at a certain point or by association that she can get more money. Like I said earlier, she can get more money by suing him than by continuing to deal with him. So she took that route. I think that Shannon Sharp should not be in the court system based upon what it is that he did, because there's text documents showing that what Gabrielle Zuniga is trying to push against him is the stuff that she was advocating for. She said, I want you to put a big black baby in me.
Hey, come on, man.
So if he plays on that, you can't blame him. I'm not say blame him, but you can't hold it against him that he's playing on that because she introduced that situation to him. So he's acting. It's like yes, Shannon Sharp has a lot to lose. But I ask people, and nobody can answer this question for me. I ask people. Let's just say Shannon Sharp. We saw what 52 years old, 50 years old. I'll give you this example. Janet Jackson, the favorite Janet Jackson, married a man that said he had I don't know if it's a prenup, but it was an agreement, regardless of whatever it was. It said, if we are married more than 5 years, if we divorce after 5 years, you get 50 M's. If we have a kid after 5 years, you get another 50 M's. What did Janet Jackson do after 50 years? Or after 5 years?
5 years, yeah.
She completed the task. She completed the task. If you're bro, we gotta stop getting mad for motherfuckers who play the game and do what they supposed to do, and you put in agreements to doing did. You put this in agreements. You thought she wasn't gonna follow that shit to a T to get this 100 M's for her family and the Jacksons? You really thought she liked you, didn't you? Huh? You really thought she liked you, huh, brother?
She was there for the money. If she filed that divorce, like once she hit that marker,
yeah,
she
5
like
days,
the next day.
5 years, 1 day she filed for divorce.
She was there to get that money. Boy, she was like, oh, this is easy money right here.
5 years ain't shit, and I get a baby, and you gonna take care of your kid.
Yeah.
If you're giving me 100 million, you're gonna take care of this baby.
Yeah, because she was dressed like a Muslim and all that during that time, and she grew up Jehovah's Witness.
Man, she was over there looking like motherfucking what her name was, who was with Kevin Gates at the courtside.
Yeah.
Brittany Renner.
She was looking just like, is Brittany Renner like that now? Her Kevin Gates ain't together no more. What are we talking about, man? Motherfuckers play games.
I think she just viewed it as an acting role. She was like, I'm gonna play this role for 5 years, and I'm out.
Yeah, like bro, look, man, if you ain't playing the game playing you. You better get in.
Was she wrong for that? Yes. But at the end of the day,
morally, I'm morally wrong.
At the end of the day, we supposed to be the smarter ones.
Yes.
We got to start acting like it. At the end of the day, we lead with the wrong head. We always get, especially these athletes, they getting played by it. But at the end of the day, man, you gotta be smarter.
Yeah, but the thing about it is, like I was saying, I think when the last time we was in studio together, when we were talking about, we beat our chest about how we're men, how we're leading, how we're smarter, how we're this, how we're that. But we keep falling for the same dumbass pussy that's been out here since we've been born, that we came out and we licked. Mm-hmm. We going by the same, we getting played by that same coochie. How?
That man had OnlyFans coochie. He could have had.
Your mic. Yeah, we finna go ahead and end this. Go ahead, get your final thoughts, baby. Get up out of here.
Good now?
Yeah, you're good. Go ahead.
I don't disagree with y'all, but I think when a man is dealing with a woman, he should. I'm not saying it's guaranteed by any means, because we as men should know the nature of women. Women are leeches. Women are looking for the best men that they can find them. A lot of women are looking for the best men that they can attach themselves to extract his services and his provisions away from him to herself. They're looking at it from a selfish perspective. Somebody from in a Shannon Sharp perspective, in a Shannon Sharp position, should be looking at Gabrielle Zuniga and saying, yeah, she chilling with me because she knows who I am and she's for my money. I think a man should be able to listen, should, that's not reality, should be able to kick it with a woman and her not turn around and try to and make it seem like she is kicking with him because she really rocks with him, and then turn around, I want 23 M's. He should be able to kick it with her.
Correct.
especially and specifically when it's legal and she's consenting. He should be able to kick it with her. I think everybody's wrong, bro. Like everybody's saying he should have been married. He should have kicked it with a black woman. He should have kicked it with an older woman. What does a woman look like that's not pursuing a man for his resources? Describe her to me, please.
It's none out there, but you got to move better. I don't blame it on nobody but him. You have to move better. It's like if any one of us get caught into something, you're not gonna blame me. Like, damn, I fucked up. I should have moved better. I see all these red flags now. She had me really whipped and out here bogus. She had me out here moving like I ain't got no damn sense. Bro, you done signed so many deals. You got this huge platform. You done been in the NFL. You done seen women come through your hotel room and been sitting in your bed. You don't know how the hell they got there, but they in their room butt-ass naked when you come out from practice or something, and you couldn't handle this little girl from the gym. You couldn't maneuver through that without getting caught up into something. Come on now. You go hit that a couple times and you move on. You in here trying to have a whole relationship, trying to put a big 6'7" black baby in her.
Be humble. You agree with this?
Yeah. At the end of the day, like I feel as though, like, us as men, we supposed to be the dominant species, and we just keep falling and keep falling. We gotta to hold each other accountable. I gotta say, my brother, you made a mistake. Yeah. I mean, if it was all about, like, I don't think it was the age thing. I'm gonna say this with me being older. Sometimes these older guys, they want something tight. I mean, they got a lot of miles on it. I'm being honest. That's why, a lot of times older guys date younger women. You don't see too many times they're dating older women because older women got a lot of miles on it, like a car. Yeah. But he wanted some, like. But at the end of the day, like Maul said, he should have just maybe rocked with it a couple of times and just rolled out. But he want to make it all relationship and stuff like that. Like, what can y'all have in common, like, with that huge age gap? There's no go. Like, come on, what kind of conversation y'all gonna have? Some deep conversation you gonna have with somebody who's just basically fresh out of high school, and you in your 50s.
She was born in 2000. She was born in 2004 or 2005. We got out of high school, bro.
Nothing in common. Like, how am I gonna have a conversation with somebody like that? Somebody that's younger than my daughter. There's nothing there.
I sent him right now. He said, "Y'all got me? We're good."
Yeah, go ahead.
Jay Everyday said, "Moral versus legal, different." Then he said, "Legally, this wasn't it." I can't argue that because you're right. Legally, but okay. And we don't, because like I said, we don't. Maul is short on time, but he's 52. He's 52. What difference would have been if the woman that he dealt with was 52? It would have been no different.
I think these younger girls are rolling differently nowadays.
They want the money. They don't give a fuck about you at all.
Think about it. She was on OnlyFans. OnlyFans is basically one step below porn.
So
OnlyFans ain't nothing but soft porn, bro.
Yeah, like, so her mindset was already like she was looking at him like a sugar daddy, like a trick, like a girl on the street corner. I think that's how she viewed him from the gate.
But that's how all these young ones is now. All these young, if you sit down and you talk to them, they going after money. They don't give a fuck how you look. They worried about how much money you spending on them, how much money you giving them.
What's that term? Oh, I can get the bag. That's all she saw.
They don't care nothing about you. Yeah, they care about you to keep going to work, to keep giving them money. Yeah, they want to get that point. But they don't give a fuck. As long as you keep giving them money, they don't care about none of that other shit. They don't care.
He might have been one of her fans on OnlyFans.
Jerry Day said, I don't agree with the legal decision. I agree, bro. I think, man.
Yeah, I don't think he should have had to pay all that money. That's crazy.
23 M's is crazy.
Ain't nothing worth that. Like,
what I tell y'all, I think y'all bypassing what I said. 23 M's, I'd have just got her ass missing. Do whatever ways you want. 23 M's.
And everybody knows.
He didn't make that his whole NFL career. He just started making money like that when he got out the league. Mm-hmm. He wasn't making money like that back in the day.
What comedian said they don't agree with OJ, but they understand. There was a
Yeah.
comedian that said that they didn't agree with him, but he understands.
Well, you will lose your $23 million. Nigga, he could have gave me 12.5. I'd have went ahead and handled that for him. Let's go. Hey, I'd have put some, man, what? Dog, $23 million
Yeah.
for some vagina that she probably don't even know how to do know what she know to do. She still smell like pee, like Jay every day say. She still smell like a little pee.
It's Chris Rock that said that allegedly, according to my quick Googles, Chris Rock said that.
Man,
Okay,
what Jay,
Chris
Jay
Rock.
what you say?
Okay.
She don't even know. She still smell like a little pee.
I don't know. She doing OnlyFans. She might, she might have some miles on her, man.
But she still don't know how to clean herself properly. You have all the miles and still not know how to clean yourself.
But man, like, yeah, I don't get these guys going on the OnlyFans to date girls.
This okay.
I can't hear you. We can't hear you.
Good. We're good. We got.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'll you guys give your closing thoughts, but I'll end it with this. The woman that is seeking a man out for his provision and resources specifically is unidentifiable. You don't know what she looks like. You can't tell what skin tone she is. You can tell how tall she is, what kind of clothes she wears, how she speaks, how tall she is. You don't know what she looks like. It's you can almost say it's in the nature of women, or it's in the manipulation of women. You can say that it is in the influence of women to seek out men that can provide to them resources that they don't have to work for. And that's what I think the situation is with Gabrielle Zuniga. She said, even though OnlyFans is incredibly lucrative to me, I cannot do nothing. I'm talking about I can watch TV and get $23 million. I'm going to do that. And that's the case right here. She was fully consenting. She was not underage. Shannon Sharp did what he did in his bedroom, and it came to the light, and it should be okay for a man. It doesn't matter. As long as it's legal and she's consenting, it shouldn't matter what happens in his bedroom. It happened in his bedroom, and that should be the final say-so. Go ahead, Ma. What you got?
I ain't got nothing. She got $23 million. She did what she's supposed to do.
She came, she saw.
She conquered. End of my discussion. All that shit, Spaces talking about the legality and the memorials of that shit, she did what she's supposed to do. And I wish I knew who she was. I'd give her a high five. You did what you're supposed to do, and a 57-year-old man fell for it.
Be humble. What you got?
So, okay, when it comes to civil lawsuits, you don't have to prove like facts. You don't have to prove like I forget like how they say it, but it's not like everything is cut and dry when it comes to a civil lawsuit compared to like a criminal lawsuit. That's why people can still get money. That's the weird part about our system, that like a civil lawsuit is like different from a criminal case. That's how, like, even with the OJ case, not to go back on that again, how like they were still able to get money out of them at the end of the day. And I agree with you, that needs to change. Like, that was something that happened in their bedroom. But man, if that man would have just stayed away from that young thing, we both wouldn't be in this position. We wouldn't be talking about him, and he would still be at ESPN.
He had a better chance of going to the casino, going to the Baccarat. Is it called Baccarat? Is it Baccarat table? And putting this motherfucking chips on 23 red or something to give it to that 23-year-old woman like that.
That's where I have to disagree, bro, because
he should have slapped the NBA on her, man.
It's like she's a consenting adult, bro. She knew what she was doing from the start.
Yes, I agree with you.
I hear you, Ma. I hear you, Ma. You should say Shannon Sharp is 52 or whatever his age is. He should know what it looks like, what the kind of woman that's trying to sap resources out of him, he should know what she looks like. On the flip side, what would people be saying if he's 52 and the woman that's suing him is 52? Jay Everyday just said, I'm gonna highlight this comment right now. Jay Everyday said Shannon is the victim, actually. That's facts. He did what he thought was cool.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
He did what he thought was cool. And I genuinely wish sometimes if I ask this question sometimes, like ask myself this question. What would like I wish I could see things from an alternate reality, from the opposite perspective of whatever it is that's going on. I would be like, how would people be reacting to this situation if she was his same age? It's not because she's black. I'm sorry, it's not because she's white. It's not because she's underage. It's because she is a woman, and that's what women do. They look to seek to extract resources out of men, and Shannon Sharp was her target. That's what it is. So, Maul, to that degree, I agree with you. He should have figured out something. I don't know what it is specifically to protect himself in this situation.
So
Should have
you
paperwork.
saying this was a shakedown?
Oh, 1,000%. That's what every single man that is a rapper, a sports player, any man that is in the media, that's what he needs to know about women that come at him. Generally speaking, women that are coming at you, that are in your inbox, sending you news, sending you texts, talk about how great of a woman they are trying to extract resources out of you. Now, what you have to do is get yourself in order as best you can, because now NDAs and consent agreements don't cover you from alleged rape charges, which is what, if I'm not mistaken, Gabrielle Zuniga is suing Shannon Sharp on. They don't cover you from that. So you can do what is he supposed to do?
Not give her nothing to shake down.
So he's supposed to be a virgin?
We can talk about that all you want to. We can sit up here and beat our chest. He was the victim. Yeah, it was. All this stuff. I'm not sitting up here denying what you and Jay Everyday saying. I'm not disagreeing with y'all. But I always look at myself, and any situation I'm in or any situation I got into, I always look at it like it was my fault. If I never gave you that to do that to me, we will never be in this situation. So he needs to look at himself in the mirror and be like, how did I end up in that situation? Was it the fine tail? Right. Do I need to sit my old ass down somewhere? Do I need to just start looking at everything as just transactional? Like, I give you a bag, you let me smash. Like, what do I need to do not to be in this predicament again? Because $23 million is a lot of money. I bet she wish she just bought her a Birkin or something.
She retired from OnlyFans.
Damn sure I would have too.
That money ain't gonna last.
It's not, but I would have retired too.
Nice.
Yeah,
I agree with you. To be humble.
Yeah, she gonna blow it.
Yeah, but it's at the same time. It's like I'm with Be Humble. Like, we say we are the men we are, and I'm gonna keep saying this till blue in the face. If you so-called say you're the leader, you provision, we do all this, we dominate society. All these things on the internet that we say, but we still out here moving like little ass kids and little ass boys.
Jay Everyday said nobody came out for the older chick that spoke out against him. I think the women's pursuit of a wealthy man's resources knows no age. I think regardless of if she's 19, 20, 22, or if he's 60 and she's 60, if she figures out that she wants a whole lot more money from him without having to actually deal with him and work for it, all she has to do is go to the court system, because she knows that public opinion will side with her.
Definitely, especially if she's a fair complected woman and he's a dark. Yeah, 100%. I agree with you.
And why you think my black ass is married and in the house of I'm too dog to be out here doing all that shit.
All right, man. Last thoughts. Anything? Last thoughts?
You just said that 15 minutes ago and 20 minutes ago, bro.
You're right. You're right. I'm sorry.
I'm not starting another conversation with you, bro.
No, I'm serious. Closing thoughts on anything regardless of
this
this conversation.
This is pretty good. I think we probably gonna tweak this out all the way and have Be Humble on here a little bit more often when we can't be in the studio. The place for Jay every day, man. This is very dope right here. Good to see Be Humble too, man. Salute to you.
All right. Hey, I did have like a closing thoughts. This is something I wrote down.
Oh yeah, this Be Humble mess. This Be Humble mess. Yeah.
Okay.
Remember the video you showed with the brother talking about he carries a gun. Even he said it himself, like how he carries a gun just for brothers. He don't see the other ones as a threat. Why do we see it easier to kill somebody that looks like you than somebody who don't? He basically said it like how he sees it easier to protect himself from somebody that looks like him than the other people. That was just something that kind of stuck with me. I'm just like, man, you hear it all the time. I saw this on a gang documentary I watched where the guy was just like, we'll kill each other, but if the police, I can go I'll go down, a guy go down the corner, kill 2-3 brothers, please get behind me, please get behind the guy, and he just pulls over and goes to jail. He's like, if you're gonna do that, kill those brothers, you might as well go all out. Like what's the problem? Why is it only towards one set of people that only look like you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's all. That was something I just regarding earlier. I wrote down.
So it's August 3rd now. This is the first Sunday. We have to bring a new book. Last month we talked about Atomic Habits by I forgot his name, but Atomic Habits, and but we also talked about The Black Man's Guide to Understanding the Black Woman by Shahrazad Ali. Those are the books from last week. I don't have a book for this month right now. Time is going crazy fast. I don't have a book, but we will come with one next week. After that, it's big shouts out to Will Hill and Third Post Media. Been a major contributor to the No Key podcast. We should be back in the dojo next week. I believe so. And we'll figure it out after that. Otherwise, we'll be on here figuring it out. This has been another edition of your favorite after church podcast, the No Key podcast. I've been your host, Spaces.
That's our guest host, who?
Be Humble.
Be Humble. Jerry Day couldn't be here. I go by your other host, Maul, man. Love each other, man. Love on each other. Meeting the journey.